What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Big Val Opinion back with another live video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. And most importantly, make sure you sub to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell so that you be notified each and every time that your boy Big Val is going live, man. With that being said, let's get into this intro. Welcome to Big Val Opinion. Moderators, with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. This channel is a negativity-free channel, drama-free channel, and we are here to push the message out. We will not be distracted. So with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. Welcome to Big Val Opinion platform.
There's haters. I don't have a message. I don't take my time to respond and to defend myself. Why would I do that? I'm giving you a microphone if I'm doing it. I'm giving you solace that you're in my life. I don't care. I really don't. So if it's been that way all my life, you would think that I'm used to it. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, and I keep going. So I'm good with that, man. I'm good with that. This is a comfortable place for me.
I really appreciate it about you. Yeah, going on. I really appreciate it about you. Yeah, going on. I really appreciate it about you.
Baby girl, I'm gonna find me a girl. I know sunshine. The first time that we met, helpless. You took my heart, I must confess. Deep in your eyes, there seemed to be a look that said, hello. Is it me you're searching for? Be my sunshine, turn to rain. I don't know if you'll ever come back again. But you are sunshine in the rain. You're
Man, look here, boy. That joint right there be jamming, boy. What it do? What it do, what it do, what it do? It's your boy Big Val Opinion back with another live video. And today, man, what in the world is going on? We got Jacquees, we got Trey Songz. Man, we got man, y'all gotta stay tuned for today, man. Yeah. I mean, I want y'all to hear the shit that I be coming across while I be strolling, just strolling, on the phone, just strolling or whatever. Man, what it do? I hope everybody having a great Friday, man. Hope everybody's blessed out there. Yellow boy, what's up? Hey, child, what's going on? Yeah, man, we're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about it. Let's see what we got here. But it was some stuff that Jacquees said that kind of like, you know, some of the people in the comments were like, did y'all catch what he said? What, what did him and Trey Songz have going on in private? To the point that Jacquees like, shit, I don't care if you release the text messages or whatever the situation may be. Like, man, what's really going on, man? The R&B thugs, you know what I'm saying? And then you want to call they having the argument about the king of R&B. Then you got R&B thugs out here, you know what I'm saying, want to fight in the club, What's really going on with R&B, man? You know how to fix the problem. You know how they can fix the problem with R&B? Just free R. Kelly, man. Let Chaos out. Let Chaos out. You fix the R&B problem right there. Because all these debates, all this back and forth, just let the real king of R&B free. That's how you kill it. With all these little wannabe kings of R&B, the R&B gangsters, the R&B thugs. What's up, Frankie? It ain't enough room for all this in the R&B world. Not all these gangsters. Not all these R&B thugs. Yeah. They got too much going on. Then they say, now Jacquees is saying Trey Songz did all that shit. And what does Jacquees mean when he say Trey Songz did all that shit? He's saying that Trey Songz did R-word a woman, or the woman who was accusing him. You know what I'm saying? Now Jacquees is saying he tried to feel sorry for the man because of everything that was going on, but he wished he would have listened. But that's just like any bad relationship. You know what I'm saying? Any relationship that go bad. When you with a person or you hanging with a person, you the best person, you the best friend in the world, you the best man in the world, you the best woman in the world. But soon you and that person break up. Now you the worst motherfucker they ever met. Everything you ever been accused of, you did it. We seen this with R. Kelly already. We seen what friends do when you're no longer beneficial to them. They try to smear your name, throw you under the bus, all type of shit. So is there any validity to the shit that Jacquees is saying? We seen this happen time and time again. You was defending him when y'all were boys, but now that he attacked you, now you saying, oh, he is an R-word. He did do that shit. He did all that shit. I don't care if you put the messages out. Now you sound like one of these victims, accusers, Jacquees. Now you sounding like an accuser, Jacquees. Trey Songz was your homie at one point. Now y'all done fell out. Now you say, oh, but you gotta be the craziest motherfucker in the world to believe that man took advantage of women and you were still hanging with them And now that you and him fell out is the only time you have a problem with him. Come on, Jacquees. Come on, Jacquees. You got to make sense of this, man. You got to make sense of this. How you ban somebody? How you an R&B singer banning somebody from Atlanta like you got that type of pull? Last time you pulled a stunt like this, Jacquees, is when you said that you was the king of R&B, and all the R&B legends came out and got on your ass, and we haven't heard from you since until now. Am I right or wrong? Do y'all agree? Do y'all agree that we haven't heard from Jacquees since he made himself the king of R&B and all the R&B OGs got on his ass? This is the first time I've heard this man's name in years. So could this be a publicity stunt? I wonder, do either one of these guys got new music coming out? Because neither one of them have done anything in quite a while. I haven't heard no new music from neither one of these fellas. So to me, I could be wrong. But then again, I could be right. This could be a publicity stunt. How all of a sudden, neither one of these motherfuckers are relevant. Now here we go with a whole argument, a whole fight. All this shit take place. Now fuck them. Trey Songz, you banned from the A, as if you the mayor of the A, Jacquees. Your ass so little, man, you can't talk tall enough to scare a motherfucker. You can't talk tall enough to scare somebody, Jacquees. And yet alone ban somebody from coming to a city where you ain't nobody. You got to make sense of that. But we're going to get to what Jacquees had to say. We're going to get to what Jacquees had to say about Trey Songz, about this incident and everything. And I want y'all to listen to what he's saying. We've seen these type of guys, you know, who get upset and throw temper tantrums. This the type of nigga you don't want to commit any crimes with. This guy, Jacquees, this ain't the type of guy you want to commit any crimes with. Because guess what he gonna do on Mad Day? Oh, he gonna tell it. He gonna sing like a bird. He gonna sing like a canary. He's gonna air out anything you ever told him in confidence. You know, he gonna tell it. But this is how I judge. When people say they a real nigga, to me, when you say you're a real nigga or whatever, you so call yourself, you supposed to be so real. This is how I judge somebody being real. It's moments like this. It's situations like this which let me know what your character really is. Because it's cool when everything all good, but how are you going to handle it when you fall out with somebody that you were once calling your best friend? How are you going to handle it? Are you going to take the high road and say, you know what, man, you got that? You got that. Or are you going to take the gossip route and everything that this person had told you behind closed doors, you want to expose it to the world? That ain't no real nigga. To me, a real nigga accept what it was and now that it ain't and move on. You got that. You ain't fucking with me. I ain't fucking with you. We done, man. We smooth. I ain't got to talk behind your back. I ain't got to expose your business. We smooth. But a bitch nigga, soon y'all fall out. Anybody you ever talked about, anybody you ever said something about, anything you ever told this person in private, a bitch nigga, soon y'all fall out, man. Every conversation y'all ever had behind closed doors, this nigga gonna bring it to the front. Cause niggas like that ain't your real friends. Them ain't your real homies. These niggas be sitting right up under you, hanging around you, waiting on you and him to fall out so they can try to expose you, think it's gonna tarnish your character, think it's gonna ruin your image because they want to be you or they want to be in your spotlight. Some of these niggas need to realize, man, shoes ain't no one size fit all. Until niggas start realizing that shoes ain't no one size fit all. You can want a motherfucker's position in life, and you don't know what that person go through to hold that position. But for this dude, Jacquees, him and Trey Songz to be boys, for them to be tough, for them to be tight. He said when all the accusations came out, he wouldn't believe in that shit. He tried to give Trey a chance. But now that you and Trey done had a fight, now that you and Trey done fell out, now you saying that bitch ass nigga did all that shit. What type of nigga are you, man? What type of nigga are you? Because you not no real nigga. That's not how real niggas conduct themselves, man. You take your lick and you keep moving. You take your lick and it is what it is. I can't go out here, Mark or Muse, we have a conversation behind closed doors and Aunt say, nephew, man, I can't fuck with you no more. I can't go out here putting Aunt business in the streets. Because if it was any chance of me and Aunt fixing our problem, once I get to talking personal business to the street, ain't no fixing that. Ain't no fixing that.
Yes, sir.
So when you listen to Jacquees, what up, Courtney? What up, J-Rock? Now that you and Trey Songz then fell out behind whatever y'all fell out about, now you calling the man a rapist.
Oh, come on. Wow.
Now you saying the man did all this shit that they accused him of, but you not looking at yourself. You saying that shit now, but you've been hanging with the man ever since the accusations came out. So make that make sense. So he only fit these shoes when you and him not cool.
You gotta learn how to read between what people say.
You
listen
see
to
what
what
I'm saying?
They're not. Yeah, you gotta listen to what they're not saying.
When y'all was cool, none of this shit matter. But now that you and him that fell out, now he fit these shoes. But like I said, I think that this is a publicity stunt. We ain't heard from Jacquees since he called himself the King R&B, and all the OG R&B singers got on his ass about it.
Right. Right. Right.
Not saying that this young fella not talented. Not
Right.
saying that this
Right.
young
Right.
man can't sing.
Right.
But your actions, my brother, your actions and how you carry yourself can ruin your reputation
Before it even gets started.
before it
Yeah.
even gets started. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Blessing to your nephew. Blessing to everybody coming in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button. Nephew, that's why I keep on, and I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. I keep saying two major things every time I try to talk. One, I always reference Plies' first album that he did, The Real Testament. People need to go back and listen to those lyrics. One of the songs in there, I think it's the one he talked about showing so much love, something titled something like that. And he says in the song, if a nigga's heart is not right. Now, when Plies talk, you know how my mind think, nephew. I'm putting it in a scenario. What if it's a man listen to it, a woman listen to it, no matter what your ethnicity is. If a person, whoever the individual, it fits. If your heart and soul is not right, there's no telling what you would do. You know what I'm saying? It's unlimited danger zone that you can do when your heart and mind is and soul is not right. You a dangerous person. You know what I'm saying? And he
Uh-huh.
goes into some other stuff. That's a powerful album that he did at Real Testament. And then I also always talk about well, Sir Miguel talks about a little bit more than I do about how the mental health is so important and um not not having the courage rather and not being afraid to be who you want to be. You know what I mean? To walk your purpose and your goodness. But until you know where you at or where you are not at, until you know that first, then you can't become the best version of you. Meaning, and this I said like this in our year back. It's okay, nephew, and you will agree that everybody had the God-given right to be who they are. But a lot of who we are, nephew, is not okay. And until we can embrace that, we do damage. We go on this journey, man, fuzzy, trying to find our missing piece to our jigsaw puzzle. And a lot of us never find it. And we become something that we loathe and even hate. You can't even look yourself in the mirror. That's why you got to get to a mature point in your life where you have a heightened sense of awareness and you recognize it's okay for me to be my true essence of who I am. But I have to admit that a lot of who I am is not okay. And I got to be okay with letting that know. And then know that, hey, I can make some adjustments. I can be better. I can build myself up. You know what I mean? If you're not on that, then you are an agent and a tool for the enemy for destruction to take and just sap the strength and the joy out of people's life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Gaslight people, gaslight people, try to do things to listen and respond because your soul is dark. I yield back.
Okay. I'm gonna play this clip right quick and then um we gonna just elaborate on it, just listen to some of this stuff that's being said. Let me get it up there. Also, what's up with the yellow boy?
What's good, man? How y'all doing today?
Gucci man.
Blessings,
I
blessings,
heard
my
y'all
brother.
say
Blessing, my brother.
that's what.
I want the world to know this bitch ass nigga Trey Songz is a bitch.
Let's get this thing
Period.
queued up here.
This nigga's a bitch, bro. This nigga came in the club talking about rape.
Hold on.
Fuck you talking about rape for a bitch ass.
Today,
I ain't even gonna count. I want the world to know this bitch ass nigga Trey Songz is a bitch. Period. This nigga's a bitch, bro. This nigga came in the club talking about rape. Fuck you talking about rape for a bitch ass nigga? Then you come outside the club and swing on your little brother. You's a bitch. Chris Brown the GOAT. You's a bitch, brother. About a bitch. That ain't even my bitch. You talking about bitches that's with these niggas? The workers? You talking about people that came with these niggas? Hey, man, fuck you, bitch ass nigga. You a rapist, bitch. And I don't give a fuck if you tell anybody anything about what we text you. Put the message on there, bro. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. You can never come around me. Fuck you, nigga. I ain't even gonna care.
Now, why
That's
would he
problem.
say, yo, I don't care if you put the messages out, what we said, this, that, and the third. Now, you been hanging with this man. Y'all chilling. Y'all chilling and hanging out. All of a sudden,
The
now,
allegations came out.
now the allegations is real. And then he goes on to say right here, let me get the banner off of here right quick. When he say Trey Songz can't come back to Atlanta. This nigga came in the club and said I got on a quee fit. Well, LOL, whole time nigga hating. This man dancing, introducing himself to niggas, all type of shit. Bitch ass nigga, and I gave that bitch ass nigga a compliment. This sound like a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Man, fuck you, you PUSSY, you a hoe boy. That love be fake, and this nigga pulled out my dread. You better be glad them boys wasn't with me. You over with. And the A, every show we there, from the A to NC to Florida, all that shit. These niggas sound like these niggas was in a relationship, man. I don't know. That don't sound like no beef, man. That sound like a breakup. That sound like a breakup. Don't sound like no beef to
I'm not
me.
gonna touch it, nephew. I'm not gonna touch it.
Pulling out your dread, pulling your hair out. That's shit that females do.
No.
That ain't sounding right. He said you had on a queen. He said something about your outfit. You say I gave him a compliment. Then y'all get to fight? What the fuck? This ain't making sense.
Never heard nothing like that. Oh, make it make sense.
And why?
Man.
And why would you say I don't care if you put our messages out? Like, come on, man. So you know something about them messages that he ain't gonna put them messages out because there's something in them messages that y'all don't want nobody to see. So you really sending a signal like don't put the messages out. You know what I'm saying? But you saying you don't care.
Man, these new R&B niggas today, man, they be wild as hell nowadays. Acting like these sorry ass rappers that's out right now too.
Man, this shit crazy, man. This shit crazy. We're gonna touch on that. I'm gonna jump over to something else, man. And I want to hear y'all thoughts on this. And everybody in the chat, man, I really want the ladies in the chat. I want y'all thoughts on this video that we about to play right here. Because this shit is crazy.
Let me say this real quick, nephew, before you do that. Then I'm gonna go on mute. That's why it's always said, your talent can take you somewhere where your character can't even sustain you. And that's why I see in that particular clip right there.
Oh yeah, man. But I think you know what like I said, man. And when
you talking about the level of immaturity. You talking about the level of immaturity.
And it's just
All
like
of that talent, all that gifting, all that talent, all that opportunity, man, to bless your family, your community, generational wealth, and the legacy. Look what you're doing. And you have the nerve
Back and
and the
forth.
audacity to desecrate the true, real the legend himself, the iconic, true R&B king, Mr. Robert Kelly, and you gonna call yourself the dude? Wow,
now
He
he
it's
ain't been
doing
out
sad,
it.
that
nephew.
long either.
It's sad. It's
But like I
All
said, I was
I
saying
yield
before
back.
you, I don't know if you was on yet, when I said I feel like this shit is a publicity stunt, man. Because neither one of these dudes have been relevant, man, in the last
Yeah,
5 years.
yeah, yeah. I hear that.
Now all of a sudden they come back and there's a beef going on. Now
Here's the
we gonna
thing, though,
know if
nephew.
it's publicity. We
Right.
gonna know if it's publicity. Whoever drop, if music come out within the next couple of weeks to a month, then we gonna know for
Okay.
sure this shit
Right.
was
Right.
publicity stunt.
Right. Right. But here's the thing, though, nephew. Here's the thing, and I truly believe this. There's some things in life you do not play with, and you
No,
do not play about, because there's some younger generation. There's individuals who sit there and they listening to that. You never know where a person is at and what that turning pivotal point is, and then you hear something like that, and it just further incites what's going on in you. You know what I mean? You perpetuate this negative, concept. You know what I mean?
uh-huh.
All the talent, all that talent don't help you with that.
Nah, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you ain't coachable, then you
Huh.
worth it.
Do you
You
know what
worth
kind of level of mental
it. Right,
stability and character that you got to have, and really of God in your soul, to be under that type of weight as Mr. Kelly and have all those actions when you know you innocent and you ain't did nothing that these people charge you with, and still maintain your integrity and not throw nobody under the bus or take shots at nobody? Do you know what kind of character you got to be able to stand up on that kind of weight and stand 10 toes thorough?
right. And that's why I
You see what
say
I'm saying?
Jacquees ain't no. That's why I say he ain't no real nigga. He just remind me of the same niggas that was around Kel.
That's
Because
it.
all of a sudden now you fall out. Now you want to start saying the man is a rapist. The man did all
Right.
this. The man
Yeah.
did all that. But you and him was
Yeah.
cool just a week ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
man, this next clip I play, I really need for the ladies. I want y'all ladies to listen to this shit because this is crazy. This is crazy. And this in this next clip is going to explain why society is moving the way that it's moving. In this next clip, we're going to understand the effects of removing the father from the home in the mindset that these younger women are carrying with them. So with that being said, let me get this in there, and we're gonna bounce around from conversation to conversation.
Rather have a child with a man who's financially stable but won't be in the child's life, or with a broke man who will be present in the child's life?
Am I getting child support? I take the financially stable. They're financially. Child support, financially stable. Give me the one that's not in the child's life. We good. We got the money. We good. We can pay the bills and help take care of them. They don't got to be there.
Rather have a child with a man who's financially stable but won't be in the child's life, or with a broke man who will be present in the child's life?
Am I getting child support? I take the financially stable. They're financially. Child support, financially stable. Give me the one that's not in the child's life. We good. We got the money. We good. We can pay the bills and help take care of them. They don't got to be there.
Now, when I say what in the world
Wow.
is going
Wow.
on, this is what I mean when I say what in the world is going on. These women are asked, would you rather a man that's financially stable and not in the child's life, or would you rather a man that's in the child life and not financially stable? Every last one of them women said financially stable, child support. He ain't got to be there.
Wow. 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 That's
Do
all I
you
got right now, nephew. That's all I got right now. It's wow.
do you
That's all I got.
understand the magnitude of this situation or this question that this guy asked these ladies? Now, one of these ladies said, I would rather the father be there physically versus being financially stable and not being there. They said he don't have to have nothing to do with it, long as we can pay the bills and the money coming in. But then when they in a situation like that, all you hear is, I don't never get a break, this, that, the third, the daddy ain't shit, all this. Is this what society has come to, man? When I heard this, I'm like, man, what the fuck? I know I mean, I can't say I haven't never seen it before, but I have talked to women who say it's important. They would rather have a man, be physically involved with the children, even if he don't have it financially, because they know what it means for that father to be present in that kid's life. But you heard these women say, I don't give a damn. As long as he's financially stable, we can get child support.
So they saying in essence that they saying in essence that they support broken homes.
Bingo.
I'll just yield back and let that breathe for a moment, and I'll unpack it later.
They looking at their child or their children as a check versus this is the life that you bring in this world that you have to raise and bring up in a world where society, especially in minority homes, like society is against you.
Right.
And the more support you have from a mother and father, at least you have a chance.
Right.
See, it's unfortunate that their mindset lacks the capacity to comprehend this statement that I'm about to say. They value a man's pocket rather than his character, because his character and him walking in integrity and being a true leader, he can govern properly, he can lead, he can establish
Mhm.
a safe haven of home. He can build up and give the children the mental tools. He can lay out the blueprint in front of them by displaying how he interacts with mom and how mom interacts with him. Give you the mental tools, as Pac said, so that you may be able to spark the brains of others that can change this world that we live in and know it today. I
Right.
yield back. I yield back.
And I agree with what J Rock said. Those are the same women who will complain 15 years later saying, I can't do nothing with him. Come and get him. I
That's right.
agree.
That's
I
right.
agree.
That's right.
And and they say they want to live the glamorous life, but without love and responsibilities ain't
Responsibilities.
shit.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. And this is why I say this is why it's important to have that father. Both parents are essential to that child upbringing. Having a relationship with your mom, having a relationship with your dad, because this is right. They have I'm finna show y'all how they have normalized unnormal things that we went through life growing up knowing. And now this video I saw the other day, and I was like, man, it took me by, it made me really just sit there and go into deep thought. And I really want y'all to look at this video and everything about this video. I want y'all to look at the details of this video and how the higher ups are training our minds. The illusion of everything. When you realize that everything goes in corresponding with each other when it comes to them, it's like a rat trap. And I say that, and I'm going to introduce y'all to this. Let me get this comment off right quick. Introduce y'all to this, man. Y'all pay attention. Now, how is it that everything about a school is compared to everything that goes on in the jail system? From the bus, from the transportation bus, to the cafeteria, to the hallways, to the playground, to the lunch trays. I sat there and I had to watch that video a couple times. I had to watch that video 5 or 6 times. And I'm just sitting here thinking back to when I was in school. And then I'm thinking about, like, man, when you be seeing these videos of people in prison, how they be looking so they like they having fun. Because they feel right at home, some of them. It's crazy how they design shit to go in this world, man. They lead you right. They lead you to the well, but they give you the option if you gonna drink from it or you're not.
Right. Didn't I see you that article about I sent it to Miguel. I think I sent it to you too, where John D. Rockefeller plan was,
Yeah.
not to have think. Yeah, that tied right into that, nephew. That's exactly by design. That's why individuals like this is why I'll be referencing Tupac, not for what people may even be thinking. I'm so over the top what people may be even thinking. That's the reason why individuals like him was so dangerous. That's why conscious rap was eliminated. And that's why you got the rap that you got now. It is actually went in reverse and it spiraled down that when you hear these individuals talking, when you hear Sexy Red's lyrics, it's you be like, what in the world? No shot at her. But if you probably go back of what she might not even get, what she was exposed to, and so on and so forth with all the counterparts, that's what they want. And this is the reason why. Because I can keep you as a slave. You'll never be free if you're not free in your thinking. I don't care how much money you get. I don't care how many doggone people you rub shoulders with. If you not a Cat Williams in the sense of being able to speak like that and live like you supposed to, then what the purpose is it? That's why you see people who blow up, who you like, they got them up there. They ain't talented in so and so. Yeah, they done made them backdoor deals, like Cat Williams say. That's why when I walk in the room, they gotta hold their head down. You know what I mean?
Crazy, man.
You're a threat. You're a threat. If you're a thinker and a true seeker, and you don't, man, please, you dangerous. And then you waking other people up to be independent thinkers. This country ain't looking for that.
No. No, they want women like these women we just saw who say they'll take
Yeah.
a financially stable man
Mhm.
that's not in the child life over a man that's in the child life and not financially stable.
Not one of them said, you know what I mean? The man that's in my child's life, and together we're gonna come together and build our wealth, and we're gonna make it happen. I didn't hear none of that type of concept.
No, child support.
I just want to take and receive. I don't want to contribute nothing as a counterpart of human. I hope people got that. It's playing right into the puppet master's hand. That's what they like. They applaud. When they had a meeting, they sit around the table. They like to see that and hear that. They say, "We got it." They say it worked. It's
Yep,
working. It's
it's working.
working.
Man, I'm telling you, man, I didn't really pay attention to Day Clone Tyrone, and I had watched it 2 or 3 times, maybe 4 or 5. I had watched about 2 or 3 times, and never just really paid attention to it. But then one day, I really just was focused on it, and I watched Day Clone Tyrone, man, and to see what was going on in that movie, man, it explains about what's going on in society, how these people study the urban communities, the black,
Mhm,
everything from the music to what we eat to how
mhm,
we sleep,
mhm,
how we shop, where we spend our money. I mean, so much they study us, man, till it ain't funny,
mhm,
man.
mhm.
They know what we gonna do before we even think about doing it.
Right, right. Yeah. And you be amazed. You be like, why am I getting these advertisements or these things in the algorithm? Why am I getting sent that stuff? And you think in your mind, oh man, that's what I was just and have no idea. That's why I'm not with. We use it, but I don't like none of these apps. Any of the food places or I don't like none of that because I like to move underground, man. You don't have the right to know my every move and my thinking pattern. You don't have that human right. You don't have that right. But you invade my right to make me think that it's convenient for me. It's a trick in the setup. That's why the microwave was created and designed. I ain't talking about warming up no food. I care less about a microwave. The convenience of it. No one wants to take the time to cook a good, wholesome, nutritious meal for their family today. You got something to do it. Everybody wants stuff right now, right now. No one wants to go through the process and make the adjustments when two humans come together in a relationship to make things work and understand you're there to serve. You know what I mean? And you have to come into this as a mature adult and be selfless in order for this dynamic to work because in your very nature you was born in this world as a selfish human being, so you have to always begin your as you're going on your journey in life, you have to always be aware of that and make the adjustments on to think of others, not deny yourself. You value yourself enough to make sure you take precedent so that you are always in a position to be able to share and give and support and to help. You know what I mean? It's a balance there. You got to use prudence when you're doing that. You know what I'm saying, nephew?
I'm with you, huh?
Yeah,
I'm with you,
and
man.
that's the effect of the microwave. And I'm talking about the concept, the thought pattern of the person that designed that. Even to the point of these phones, man. What you call them things that everybody, them white things that everybody be having in their ears, them cordless things, what they
AirPods,
iPods, whatever you call them, AirPod, yeah, whatever
AirPods.
these.
We
I don't even
talking
got
about
nothing to
last
foolishness.
night.
I was looking in this doggone comment section and looking at the video there, and it was so on point, man. I'm like, yes, been saying this. That get your head out that damn phone when you step out this door. You telling your child, your son or your daughter, girl, take your head out that phone when you step out this door. People walking and they just, man, people come up on you, bro, so quick. Cause you got your head in that damn phone. It's all by design, nephew. Distraction. It's all by design. It's all by design. Huh? People sit in the same house, man. Sit in the same room, man, and they text each other from other rooms. No one wants to sit and have a dialogue like we doing no more.
Man, I said, I'm
Whatever,
telling you,
whatever happened to that?
I was talking about that last night.
Yeah.
Nobody want to talk. Nobody want to have a conversation no more. You know, it's sad. It's sad, man. What up, EJ? Rest in peace, Carl Weathers. I don't know who that is. What up, EJ?
Yeah. These are all traps and distractions and setups, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I said, man, I need to come on here and speak on this little situation with Jacquees, and then I had the situation with these women though. But this shit is just funny. It ain't funny, but it's just sad to hear this shit though.
Rather have a child with a man who's financially stable but won't be in the child's life, or with a broke man who will be present in the child's life.
Am I getting child support? I take the financially stable. They're financially. Child support, financially stable. Give me the one that's not in the child's life. We good. We got the money. We good. We can pay the bills and help take care of them. They don't got to be there.
Brother.
That shit just sad, man.
It is. It's horrible.
Crazy.
It's horrible. And you can tell they're just immature kids. They're
Man.
children themselves.
I wonder how they children are. They children probably at home by themselves.
Yeah.
But if the dad was there, guess what? They could be with their dad while you out at the club twerking.
Yeah. Like you said when you started off, nephew, with this live, that's why it was by design to provide some type of, if they quote unquote phrase it, help and assistance to women. And a lot of women didn't understand that it was a setup to remove the priest, the father figure from the home, and how crucial that was, not only for your household, but for your community. They didn't understand that if I do that now, I can infiltrate your mindset and pollute your thinking so that you will raise them children just like they did on the plantation, where they bought them that mother and them kids, they set them out there and they took that father in front of them and they whipped him almost to the point of death or to death. So the mother viewing that, her mindset and thought process now is, I will raise my male child and my female child in reverse roles. So physically he'll grow up to be strong, but mentally he's weak. Society will emasculate him. And she'll turn around and be physical, and assert and want to take the role of the leader and the father in the home, not understand there are different creational roles that male and female God put in you. That when you come together, You balance each other out for the sake of the union and the family dynamic. What she has in her, I don't have in me, and vice versa. But it comes together. Is equally important. We're not equal in that sense, but we are equally important because we have various diverse creational roles. And when it comes together, it meshes and fits tightly. What they have done is to break and sever that and leave you suffering and alone and by yourself and say, I'll give you this, that, and the other. Just make sure his presence is not in that household. Look at the psychological damage it does to the children. That you have a son and a daughter question who they are, not knowing what their value is or what their identity is because you get that from your father. That validation from a child comes from your father. And at the age of 10, about 10 or 11, a mother still does her job as a parent. But when it comes to the male child, she has done just about enough that she can do as far as a mother. At that critical pivot, the father must be always present, more so at that point, because now you begin to show him how to be a man. A woman's thinking pattern cannot show a boy what his manhood is. It's not in her nature. There are some things she shares with him that is critical that he needs from mom, but from the father's perspective, how to think and feel and navigate through the challenges you will face as a man in this society and how they view you. Only a man can show you what that is. So look at the impact, nephew, and I yield back on this last point. If I remove that man, that father from the household, look how the advantage I have as puppet masters over that family dynamic. Look at it today. Look at the music you have. Look at the foolery you see on social media. All ethnicities doing a lot of stuff on social media, but a lot of it is us. It's trash and garbage. I yield back.
And you try to go against it like that nigga ain't do that. That nigga did it. That nigga did it. Fuck that nigga. That about to handle they demons. I'm gonna lie. We try to let it. We talking about Jesus Christ. You know the people don't talk about Jesus Christ enough. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't got him enough in their life, bro. So he be like, I'm really with Jesus Christ. So the devil be attacking me hard, but the devil be in niggas that I knew. You feel me? Then he be like, damn, it was this bitch ass nigga. But I thought I loved Shawty, but God be like, nope, he ain't your partner. Then he be like, damn, it's always happened to me like that. Man, these niggas be hoes for real. Then the world be telling you they hoes, and you try to go against it like, that nigga ain't do that. That nigga did it. That nigga did it. Fuck that nigga. That nigga did it. I don't know what y'all talking about, but he did it. That nigga did it. Fuck all that. I don't care what you talking about, bitch ass nigga.
This is why I say this the type of friend. This the type of friend nobody need in their life. This is the prime example of somebody who praying on your downfall, waiting for you to mess up, waiting for you to slip up, waiting for y'all to fall out. The man say, I don't care what y'all say, whatever y'all say he did. Yeah, he did it. But it was just your homeboy the night before. Y'all was out partying together.
Class once said in that first album that you never know the truth about a person until y'all both fall out.
Uh-huh. I agree.
Class said that in that Real Testament first album that he did. You never know the truth about a person till y'all fall out. Or some
That's it.
adversity hit. Some adversity hit
First,
where it caused you to have to either compromise your principles and your integrity for the sake of a bigger platform, a bigger audience to rub head and shoulders about it, or would you take the narrow road like Cat Williams did and stand thorough and say, no, I turned that down. I ain't going out like that. Well, the other
right.
ones got the problem, yeah, because they had to do some stuff behind doors in order to get that. I'm not going out like that. I got my integrity. Do you know
Facts.
that's a problem for the powers that be, nephew? Don't take that lightly. That's an insult to them. That's how wicked and demonic their mindset is. How dare you? Okay, you don't realize who we are. Okay, all right. But like Pac said, and I yield back on this point, I'd rather live like a man than die like a coward.
Exactly.
In that order. Because all you got is your word, nephew. All I got is my principles, nephew, and my standards. That's all I got. When they take everything from me, nephew, all I
That's it.
got is within my heart, my principles and my integrity. I ain't got nothing else.
You gotta stand on it, man. You gotta, like I say, I can't say you was my homie, and when we fall out, I'm putting all your business out. That means I was never a homie to you. You probably
Right,
was a homie to me, but I was never a homie to you.
right, right.
You see
And
what I'm
what he's
saying?
calling him, he is actually himself.
That's it.
Because ain't no real friend with integrity, man. That's solid like that. Do something like that. Nobody needs to. If we beefing, we got a falling out. We didn't have some whatever. Nobody need to see that. It is nobody's business.
Nobody.
Real solid individual with integrity. You don't do that because that's what the other side of the puppet. That's what they like to see. And you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
They love to see it. They love to see us do that, demonstrate that. They use us against each other to keep us oppressed and towed down and distracted with the foolery. No one is looking at the bigger picture and the impact and the danger and how this is perpetuate the plantation mindset. Because everybody worrying about themselves, nephew. It's cutthroat. Push, push, push. Crush, crush, crush. Mine, mine, mine. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Take, take, take. You got only two people that walk this earth, nephew. They fall upon the two categories. You got people who are takers and the totality of the definition of that word, or you got people who are givers in life. Hmm, that's it. Let that breathe.
Oh yeah. Like I say, man, I just want people to see like this right here is like what you see. I mean, just listening to what Jacquees is saying, this just don't sound like no ordinary. Like
Right,
you say,
right.
Trey Songz came and said, "I got on a a quay fit, LOL." You laughed at it whole time, nigga. Hating this man dancing, introducing himself to niggas, all type of shit. Now, what is he doing now? Trying to say that the man homosexual? He dancing. He say this man dancing, introducing himself to niggas.
Mm, wow,
This is Trey Songz you talking about.
wow.
Then you say all type of shit, bitch ass nigga. And I gave that bitch ass nigga a compliment. Man, fuck you. You what he didn't accept your compliment?
Nephew.
What he took
Yeah,
your compliment?
that sounds like a relationship. That sounds like a relationship.
It sounds like a relationship. Man, I don't want to say these niggas got nothing going on.
Hey, I'm not gonna touch that, nephew. I hear back.
Look, man, to say these niggas got something, man, this shit just sound weird to me.
Yeah, that don't sound like no business deal went sour. You know what I mean? Or no, didn't. That sounds like some intimate, personal, unnatural type stuff.
Right. I'm sitting here when I read, the more and more I read this statement by Jacquees, the more and more it sounds suspect as fuck, man.
He in his feelings for real, for real. I mean, for real, he is.
Y'all fighting over compliments?
Don't do it, nephew. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, nephew. Woo, man. Yield back on that, nephew. We're going to yield back on that one.
Man, look.
It's all alleged. All alleged. We just allegedly. We just saying what we, what it sounds like. We're not accusing, pointing no finger. We're not trying to make no statement. You know what I mean? Let us put that out there. We just saying how it don't sound right. It don't sound like no two alpha males had a major falling out and disagreement on some business deal or friendship because they got betrayed or you know what I mean? They snitched on them. It ain't. We don't see none of that.
Lex say he did not get enough likes.
Boy, the foolery, boy, I tell you.
Trey Songz came in and took the spotlight off of him. So he got back. You know what I'm saying?
That's real though, nephew. That's real nephew. That's real stuff for them.
That right there is what you always say. That's hypnotized with hatred.
Hatred. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Trace, he up in the spot getting all the attention. And all of a sudden, Trey Songz coming there dancing. He just stole the spotlight.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could have seen the nigga get mad if he said, "Oh, you got on a Sheen outfit or a Temu outfit."
Right.
This nigga, they get mad over a compliment about what you wearing. Then you say, "I complimented that nigga."
Wow. That's nephew. See, nephew, right there. That might seem real small, but I want people to get what I said.
Oh yeah.
Very talented, and ain't really at their peak yet. Like legendary people like Stevie Wonder established his, you know what I mean, legacy, and you can see the immaturity there, and even the adolescence undevelopment. Can you see that, nephew? In that?
Oh yeah.
When there's so much stuff you can be doing, you should be getting building businesses, man, having workshops and seminars on people from the hood, how to come in. If you really got a skill, a passion, you want to do what I do, or anything that's dealing with the business, or you want to be behind the camera or something, man, we're going to have workshops, we're going to have seminars, man, to show you how to do it, how to go independent, man, you know what I mean? You not kidding, how to not take nothing personal and know it's cutthroat in the business and how you got to keep the circle tight and none of that kind of stuff. You arguing over whether somebody comment? Come on, nephew. Come on, man. Come on, man. In the words of Prima Donna, make it make sense. Come on now. Make it make sense for me, man.
Oh yeah.
What is this really about? What is this really about? Because nephew, really, we don't even need this is trivia. This is like kids in the playground that's 10 years old in the backyard fighting on. He won't let me have a turn.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? What the heck? With all this stuff going on in the world, we trying to find out what happened in them cases down there in Virginia. Man, we ain't got time to hear y'all stuff that sounds like a lover's quarrel. I'm sorry, nephew. I yield back. I yield back. I yield back. I yield back. Yep. Sound like a lover's spat. Man, nobody got time for that.
Man.
But that's what I'm talking about, nephew. That's the foolery that gets us distracted. So the real issues that's going on in America, like what happened down there in Virginia, we don't pay attention to it and let it be known worldwide so it can get attention. This stuff is put on this stuff for a reason. The worst thing they did, man, I think when they came out with cell phones, man. Because I remember the brick phone we used to have or the flip phone that was simple. It had its only use. When somebody wanted to reach me when I was out and about and I went in the house on the house phone, when I was out and about, they was able to reach me or I was able to call somebody. That's it. Then we had the beepers where if it was an important mess I needed to address or be aware of something going on, whether it was family, business, friend, whoever, they left me a voicemail. I was able to go to the, use my phone, or if I left my phone in the car, whatever, or bag, I was able to go to the pay phone, play my voice message, okay, I'll take care of that later. Okay, I got to go holler at mom. Life was, that's it. When they came with all this other technology, look what it did to us. And bingo, that's what you see today. That's what you see today. It was by design. They don't never implement as technology in society without a hidden agenda behind it first. Hear what I said. Anything that we see that we did where we think is convenient or technology, it was a hidden agenda that they was drawing up before they implemented it. You're just getting the end result of it. So you got to be an independent thinker to say that, like when I'm saying that, and think like that. But if you surface level, you couldn't comprehend what I'm saying. You think I'm talking out the side of my forehead.
I agree.
And
man.
you wonder, you get them, nephew?
Oh yeah.
I yield back. I yield back. These are the classes they should be having in school to prepare our children for the, like Pac said, the real America that they got to live in. But it's not. It's done on purpose. You need to go back to the old school ways of really getting a book and an actual dictionary and research the encyclopedias, and we need to go back to them days, nephew. We need to teach our children to really be, you know what I mean, like that. Because you can't take what society has established and what they feed you, hook, line, and sinker.
Where it's going, man. But it's gonna be so hard because guess how they watching their kids now. Soon as that kid able to hold a goddamn phone or a tablet in their hand, they giving it to them. And soon you go to take the phone or you go to take the tablet, what the kid doing? And then they give it back to them.
Flipping out. They flipping out. Yep.
They used to put a pacifier in your mouth or a bottle. Now they put a fucking phone or a tablet in the
bingo. Bingo. You got it, nephew. That's it. That's it. There you go. That's it. And they do it to adults too. Likes and follows and all this stuff. Yep. All this stuff. That's why you got to know within the depths of your bedrock of your soul, nephew. You got to know who you are in God, so that you can kill the noise that comes from other people's opinion of you, which has nothing to do with you. We got to be so cemented and knowing what God says we are as individuals, what He thinks about you, rather than what somebody's opinion of you.
What's up, only Queen Nisimo?
What Nisimo been hiding, man? Nisimo, what you been hiding at? What's your excuse?
According to love. Oh yeah, what up, EJ? Yeah, I seen that the other day. Tupac passed 3 billion streams on Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Off the All Eyes on Me album. He just dethroned Jay-Z as the highest stream artist on there. That's what's up. Pac gonna
what up, EJ?
Pac would never be replaced.
No, sir. No, sir.
Under no circumstances.
Niecy Mo, where you been hiding at? What's your excuse?
Yeah, man. But if this is what the world coming to with these women saying they'll take a financially stable man versus a man that's in the child life, man, we fucked.
Yeah, yeah.
We're fucked.
But look who they leaders are, nephew. And I mean it with all due respect. All due respect. You know what I mean? The Sukiana, the Goville, you know what I mean? You know, 60 Red. These are their leaders.
Yeah.
These are their influencers, nephew. And they are being pushed up there by individuals, powerful individuals. That's why we got to teach our kids how to have a heightened sense of awareness, so you can be able to think and see. But you know what I mean? Read between. You got to be able to help them see that. That's why you got to limit the time, like you just said. You got to limit the time that they have and monitor what they watch and limit the time they have on that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Not
yeah.
hours and hours and hours and hours. Because any foolery, madness stuff comes up on them things, man.
Man, that ain't nothing, man. Did you know? You know who the new babysitter is now?
Who's that?
The new babysitter is YouTube.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You got to limit the time. You monitor what they watch.
YouTube is the new babysitter. TikTok is the new babysitter.
Yep.
You sit your ass down and find you something to watch on YouTube.
Yep. Yeah, it's by design, nephew. We're not on the plantation anymore physically, nephew.
Yeah. The
but
kids,
they still got the plantation.
They on YouTube so much too, they don't even eat. Whole day went past. You won't even notice that your child haven't even ate nothing. But you concerned because you getting skinny. Well, shit. If it's between the game and YouTube and the cell phone, your child ain't even thinking about eating.
Yeah. Or they got them on that doggone PlayStation, on the Xbox. Yeah. And them games are designed by these individuals, and it affects the man. Don't even let me get into that. Woo, the technical aspect of how they design them games, boy. Woo,
they
man.
call it a PlayStation because it's designed to keep you in a stationary position.
Woo. Woo, you better preach.
And the illusion is to think that you're playing.
You better preach, Bishop. Woo, you just dropped the word there, nephew.
They call it an Xbox because they want you to understand that your brain is in a box.
Woo! Woo, man. You dropping some rhema word now, nephew. You dropping a rhema word.
Outside of that box.
Woo, hey, I'm not even gonna touch that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
You spot on. That's it, nephew. That's it right there. Woo-wee, that's powerful. Man. Woo, man, I hope y'all caught that.
What they say,
My God.
X marks the spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep you in that box. That means you are a target.
Yeah. And now you see why I was saying the greatest downfall of our society is when they implemented that doggone microwave. That's how people want relationship like that. If any work involved, or I've had to adjust being a better person or self-development. Oh no, I ain't doing that. Just move to the next one. Any kind of disagreement we have, we don't want to see eye to eye no more. I want a divorce. Move to the next one. Oh, you about to take care of kids. See, man, it affected everything.
Oh yeah.
It screwed us up, nephew. It screwed us up. And that's how we want everything in life now.
But just like I just showed that video that showed you the school bus and the jail bus.
Yeah.
The school halls, the jail halls.
Yep.
The school playground, the jail
Playground, and the jail.
playground,
Yep.
the jail
Yep.
lunchroom, the school lunchroom.
Yep. Yep.
It's all the same.
Yep.
You're not supposed to think outside of those things.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Today, I was today years old. When I watched Roots for the first time.
Oh wow.
I've never seen it.
Oh wow.
And I was sitting there watching it today. And all of the convincing that Kunta Kinte had to convince the guy
I knew you was gonna go there. Yeah, I knew you was gonna go there. Yeah.
About escaping. Yeah. And when this guy finally made his mind up and said he'll lead the way after he saw that free man who, and then you know what I did notice too about it? Django. Django is a sample from Roots.
Yeah. Samuel Jackson's character. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, man, I had never saw this before. I had never saw Roots before, so.
Right.
What's up, Nisimo? On the camera today. We can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Let me hear about. You got your mic muted. You got your mic on mute, and he said, Mo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was. I'm sorry, y'all. Please forgive me. I'm sorry.
That technology over there whooping your ass.
What's up, baby? What's up, Nisi? What's up, baby?
How y'all doing? Y'all doing
Wonderful.
all right?
Yeah. Now I am.
One thing you forgot that you was when you talked about the we got to go back to when they started reforming our schools. Okay, remember the black schools? We had windows. The schools now have no windows, and what does that symbolize?
That's a prison.
That's a prison.
That's in prison. It has an impact on the mind. That's what they want.
Thank you. That's why they want open concept.
Yeah.
They want open concept because remember, I don't know if any one of you guys know, but the new prisons, they don't have cells. They have like 60 to 70 men in a dorm.
They got dorm. Like the colleges now.
Yes. Right. And you have cots throughout the entire area.
Right.
And you cannot put no petition up or anything. They want everything open concept. So therefore, the new schools now have no windows. And remember, I always say and if y'all think I'm not telling the truth, you can go do the study yourself. They look at our children third grade scores to determine how many prisons they're going to build.
There you go. Yep. There you go.
Now, when you go into a lot of the schools that's in the white areas, those schools look like colleges.
Yeah.
But when you come into the more the schools where there are more Hispanics and more blacks, those schools have no windows.
Mm-hmm.
They removed the windows because they're already, as they've already stated, they're already looking at our children's third grade scores. And I know, and y'all know, we don't function well in an open concept because we're nosy. We want to see what everybody else is doing. Our attention span they can't hold our attention span. And first of all, they're not teaching that much to hold my attention span.
Shit, not only that, shit, they didn't miss taught generations and generations and generations and generations.
Exactly.
Shit, how much
and
shit
something as simple, and I know you may be young, but I know y'all remember headers. the on your paper, before you can put a paper together, whatever paper you had to form a header.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't have to
That
do
used to
that
be.
anymore. You're texting your homework into the
Yeah.
teachers.
And then when you get to college, you got to do headers again. You got to
Thank
do
you.
headers, and you're not
And the
prepared to do
kids
it.
are looking like, what is a header?
They put your name, date, today's date, all that. You got to have it
Yes,
right.
the subject line and all of that. That stuff matters where it matters. It should matter. It doesn't matter. But hey, we fall for it. We have fallen for it.
Well, you
Your
know why they
sick.
fall for it? At least Mo froze up.
Yeah, her signal. It must going into dead spots.
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all see me now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you
we can hear you
freeze
now.
up for a minute. Yeah, you
Yeah.
fall for it because that's the free. No, sending your child to school is the free daycare, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
not only
Yeah. It
that,
is.
I was the only black that was actually fighting with majority of the school was majority white, and we had about, I'm gonna say, about 10 black parents that actually showed up to the parent teachers meeting. And so the meeting was to discuss if either we're going to have uniforms or we're going to just wear regular clothes. I didn't want regular clothes. I wanted uniforms because I realized that everyone cannot afford to have their kids come into school with this, that, and the other Jordans as our kids would like. And some parents, and even the white parents, was looking out for the best interest of everyone, not just theirs, but everyone. But the other black parents, I don't want my kids wearing uniforms. I want them wearing whatever they want to wear. Because my kids have a certain attire that they like to wear. So it's not about how you're dressing. It's about what you put in your head to keep you focused. But hey, who are we?
Yeah.
Huh.
And
It
these
just
type of subjects and conversations that's being had frowned upon. They're not looked upon as something that's going to be beneficial for us now and later on, because we're thinking about right now. We're not thinking about what's going to happen in the near future. And I thank
Right.
God for Robert. And I hope people understand when I say this. I thank God for Robert having to go through what he went through, because God chose him, because he knew he could go through it in order for us to even come together and have these type conversations.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw that tag where I tag you on Facebook. I saw a post, the guy, I don't know the guy's name, but the guy that had interview with Usher, and he greeted Usher as the king of R&B. And yes, at first I was in myself, so I had to come out of self and start to think on a different wavelength, on let me say that, on their level of thinking. And I said, you people / my people. I said, you never cease to amaze me.
Hmm.
We are the only culture that will give someone a title, and the moment that they don't do as we're told or that we feel that they should do, I said, better yet, the moment that we're told by that hyphen the
Right.
law that broke the law to get a
Right.
conviction,
Right.
that and now quote unquote, y'all know what I'm talking about, that we take the title back, and this dummy stand here and accept the title, not realizing when the hit was on him about the herpes, Robert stood with you, and not just stood with you, he gave you a lead part in a song, Same Girl. You make
There
that
you
make
go.
sense.
Come on now. Come on now. Speak
I
on
said,
it.
when are we going to learn that we are being used as I said, no, I said, better yet, not we, men, real men, strong men, that's not looking at this picture the way y'all want us to look at it, but in a deeper lens to see what's really going on behind the scenes. When are we as a people going to understand this is not of God and it ain't right? And Usher, and I made sure I add at his name, I said, Usher, you know what? Just as this same dude gave you that title, gonna be that same dude that come back and take that same title from you.
Hmm.
Said, but
Well, the
one title
problem
y'all
is,
cannot take away from him.
but
It's servant of God. God gave it.
but the problem with that is people gonna accept the title simply because they want the position. They
Right.
don't care. They don't care how they get it.
Right.
They just want to be put in that position. But like I said earlier, people think shoes are one size fit all, and it just don't work that way.
Come on, nephew. Break it
It
down.
just don't work that way. Yeah, the motherfucking shoes look good when he got them on.
Right.
But you put them
Right.
on, you ugly.
Right.
So you don't look the same with them shoes on.
Right. Right.
You don't
You
walk the
hard.
same with them shoes
There
on.
you go. There you go.
You know what I'm saying? You can't handle
Yes,
the
sir.
amount of pressure that person had
You
was
better
having
speak on that.
shoes on. See, a
There
lot
you
of
go
this
right there.
going on right now, you seeing what people they doing, they taking positions because that's what they've been wanting to do. But
Right.
I shout out to DC Young Fly when they canceled Nick Cannon on Wild and Out, and they tried to put DC Young Fly in Nick Cannon place, and DC Young Fly say, ain't no way I can do that after all
Right.
that Nick Cannon have done for me.
Right there.
There's
That's
no
solid
way
right
I
there.
can take his position.
There you go.
I
That's
ain't
solid
doing it
right there.
without, I'm not doing it without him
Yep.
being the host.
There you go.
Now Nick Cannon might did some fuck shit
Right.
on his behalf, but I'm talking
Right.
about the loyalty from DC Young Fly,
There you
understanding
go.
what it
There you
looks
go.
like when a black man
There you go.
step in, how they turn black men against each other.
I
But if
just said
DC
that.
Young Fly would have took that position, then next thing you know, it would have been an internal beef between him and
Yep. Yep.
Nick Cannon, feeling some type of way. But you know
Yep.
what? At some point, you have to be willing to stand on principle and show
Yeah.
these people that you can't be bought.
That's it. That's
But
it.
if
That's
you are for sale, you can somehow
yes,
end
sir.
up as the king of R&B when you
Yep.
haven't even put in the work.
And that's what Cat Williams has been talking about. That's the essence of what Cat Williams has been talking about. Yep. A lot
You
of
see
people
what
ain't
I'm
been
saying?
getting it.
And we're not
Yep.
knocking Usher. We're not saying that Usher
Not
is
at
not
all. Not at
okay.
all.
But
But
when
he
you
know
got
better.
writers,
He
when you
know
got
better.
writers producing your hits, it takes away from your artistry.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was great, but when Michael Jackson couldn't create no more, he had to go knock on the big door. It ain't number one. Ain't number one.
And your Charlie Wilsons.
It's been many wannabe Michael Jacksons out here. You ain't
Yeah.
seen but one R. Kelly.
Right. Even when they try to set up in that interview, I think it was more than one interview, when C Breezy was asked that question. They tried to get him. You know what I mean? As far as he's like, oh no, he'd hurry up and put that straight. He said, oh no. He rejected that deposit. And they kept trying to press him. Oh, Chris Brown wasn't going. He wasn't going.
Two fools call themselves the king of R&B.
Right.
No, Jacquees and Usher.
Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. You see how did you see that clip early on? Well, I think that was back, I don't know, not backstage, but somewhere when the OG Keith Sweat and
Yeah.
Jacquees walked up and disrespected Tommy. He was, you know what I mean, in front of, and you see
Uh-huh.
how the OG handled it. How Keith Sweat, he handled it like a, you know what I mean, like a solid cat. You know what I mean? He just let the young man just, you know what I mean? I said, wow.
But
And
he said
then Jacquees tried to
you supposed
backpedal.
to feel that way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I felt the same way when I was coming up. But you
There you
still
go.
gotta pay your
There
dues,
you
man.
go. There you go. And your peers are the one that pronounces that on you.
Oh yeah. When
Yeah.
James Brown put that jacket on Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was a stamp.
Yeah. Yeah. Passing the torch.
When Michael Jackson went to the big dough, that was a stamp.
Yeah. 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 Even I'm gonna say something that people probably miss. Even when, and I'm not gonna dive into what people think, but even when Madonna that time on stage kissed Britney Spears, what she was doing was passing the torch.
That's it.
That's what that symbolized. People probably missed that, and they mind probably went wherever it went. But you got to be able to, you got to be able to see the things that you can't see.
But
You know what
do
I'm
y'all
saying?
see what's going on now, though?
Yeah.
What's going on right now? They are using Shannon Sharp, right, to
Right.
try to overshadow. Shannon Sharp said that Taylor Swift is more popular, more relevant than Beyonce.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Whew, it's a
He
dirty
said
game, man.
he say Beyonce don't move the needle like Taylor Swift. This is what
Right.
Shannon Sharp said. I say he must ain't never seen the Beehive. They need to go get
He
on his ass.
he got to clean up. He got to clean up after the
Oh
Cat
yeah,
Williams. He got to clean up.
Cat Williams put shit all over his ass in face,
Right.
hand and feet. He let Cat come on there and Cat to put him in a hole. You can't dig yourself out. You better hope it rains
Right.
for 40 days and 40 nights and
Right.
flood. The only way you gonna get up out that hole.
Ah.
You fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's for the price of fame, man.
That's it.
For
There
the
you go,
price of
nephew.
fame, man. That's what they
That's
said,
it.
man.
Not on that.
You know
I'm
what I'm
not on
saying?
that.
What did the chaos say, man? Let me go to it. What did he say? This shit is real, man. Let me see if I got that on here still. I know I should still have it on here. Man, but that's real when they ask you, man. But she asked him, what does it profit a man to gain the world
Yep.
and lose his soul?
Yep.
Nothing. Shannon Sharp, I used to like Uncle Shay Shay, but he fucked up twice with me now.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
you saying that Beyonce, and I don't even
Compromise.
like Beyonce, but it's a simple fact that Beyonce is one of us. And for
Right.
you to say that she don't move the needle like Taylor Swift, man, you smoking
He was
that
told to say
cognac
that.
right up there
He
now.
was told to say that. He was told to say that. That's what I'm
But see
talking
what I
about with no
said, what he
integrity.
trying to do though, you know what he trying to do? He trying to get Taylor Swift. That's a pitch to get Taylor Swift on the show. You know what I'm saying? He want to get her on this show. That's all.
The things that they do, man. Man, nephew. When I hear it and I see how people compromise their integrity, it just disturbs my spirit, man.
Uncle
How do
Mills,
you
what does
sleep
it
at
say?
night?
What does it say,
Whew.
my brother? It says there's a way that seems right.
Seem is right, man, but the end thereof is destruction and death. You know what I mean?
So it might look
Yeah,
right, but you
yeah,
but you know it's wrong. You know
yeah,
it's wrong.
yeah. We all got a choice. We all got a power of choice, a free will. You can, you can compromise and go to but you gonna pay for them choices
You're
though.
gonna pay. And trust me, what people don't understand, you're not gonna pay after death. You're gonna pay before death.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It ain't worth it. At the end of the day, it's not. I don't even follow or listen to Melissa Ford anymore, but there was something that she said early on. She was, I think, it was at some gala or event that she was at, and like some award thing back, before they premiered, whatever it was. And I never saw the full interview that they were talking to her, but she was talking about the things that people do in this business. Literally, she said to get to where you trying to get to, and what they showing you, in order to get there, she said you literally have to sign your name in blood. She said literally. She said the things you have to do, you know what I mean? You wouldn't believe that people compromise and do. She said, and at the end of the day, Nishimo, she said, it is just not worth it. She said, it is not worth it. I don't know what, I saw that years ago, man. I can't remember I can't remember the person that was talking to her. That piece of people passed by, I guess, and they grabbed her, and was questioning about something. And she said that I never forgot that, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. I always thought about it. And that's what people are doing, man. People who waited all their life, man, who worked hard, man, and they they make decisions. And you heard even Sukiana said in the clip recently, she said when she realized what she did, you know what I mean? She said she sold her soul and she didn't realize what she's doing. She's stuck. And she broke down and was in tears. I'm like, wow. What a shame. It's sad, man. It's sad, man. It's sad. They got insurance policies on these artists. That's why you get a lot of these new artists that wind up in jail or they wind up dead. And their catalog is just taking, man, please. It ain't worth it, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Man, I'm finna get ready to get up out of here. I gotta take my boys, go get them a haircut.
Okay.
So I just wanted to come on, really just talk about this Jacquees and talk about these females and these little clips that I showed.
Right.
And, for everybody that's in the chat, if y'all didn't catch the lives yesterday, man, please go back and catch those lives from yesterday. State of the Culture, One Small Virginia Town, part 1 and part 2. Make sure y'all go and catch those lives. Catch the share it. Man, those people over in Virginia, they need our help getting this story out to the masses, to the media, man, with these young black men being found in shallow graves, man, some to be never found. It's just crazy how this is not nationwide news. But we gonna do what we can as a community of people to help push it out. So if y'all can share the live out from yesterday, both lives, part 1 and 2, try to get some awareness on this situation going on over in Virginia with these black men being found in shallow graves and some to not be found. And they all being called suicides. When we know, like, ain't no way you can commit suicide and dismember your body at the same time.
That's right. That's right.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, Uncle man, any closing remarks before we get up out of here?
Only what I said earlier is that it's okay for us to be our unique self, but let's be honest with ourselves. A lot about who we are just not okay. Let's be willing to make the necessary adjustment so that the next person can benefit from that. You know what I mean? That's it, nephew. I'm going to sit back and chill, nephew. It's my Friday, so I'm off, so I'm chilling. Yep.
All right, then, man. We finna cruise on up out of here.
All right. Later, everybody. Blessings and peace to everybody in the chat.